Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is For Paws in a Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. I'm going to be doing a vlog this weekend for my Patreon readathon. We're going to be playing Scattergorathon. So every season I do a Patreon readathon where we use my old TBR game, Scattergories, and have a little readathon with it. So we're going to be ending the year with Scattergorathon. I just thought that was a great way to end 2023. It's been an amazing year, and I thought, what better way than to do a little readathon, vlog it, have a good time. So that's what we're gonna do. There are 6 prompts that I created that are all to like help with your year-end goals and stuff like that. And then I rolled a letter dice and there are 6 of those. For the Scattergorathon, all I have to do is roll a 6-sided die right here. I'll roll it twice, one for the prompt and then one for the letter. So here we go. Ooh, we got a 1. Very nice. All right, so that is a 2023 anticipated read. And then we'll pick a letter, and then one of the words in the title has to start with the letter that we chose. A 4, if you don't believe me. All right, that is an L. So let's find a book. Kickoff sprints are about to start in like 5 minutes. So let's pick a book and then we'll start on sprints. Okay, this was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but I have True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. This is technically the follow-up to The Soulmate Equation, which I did enjoy. I didn't love it as much as everyone else did, but I did enjoy it, and I've heard really good things about this one. So that's what we're going to read today on sprints, and yeah, all right, let's go. Hello, it's much later in the evening. It is 5:30, 5:30, and you're in my bookshelves because I'm taking down Christmas and cleaning and resetting everything so that way tomorrow I can film my physical TBR. Like, I'm just scared about that. But I'm on chapter 18 of the True Love Experiment, and I'm very much enjoying this. It's a single dad romance. I didn't know that. And it's just fun. It's like a character who she didn't think she'd ever be married. She didn't think that she'd ever be in a relationship, even though she's a romance author. And then this single dad who is divorced and co-parenting their 10-year-old kid. And I'm just like, I mean, it's not doing anything like groundbreaking or anything like that, but I'm still having fun with it. I mean, that's all I really have to say right now. I have, at my listening speed, exactly 3 hours left. So that's exciting. I'm planning on maybe building some Lego tonight if I can get everything kind of reset. I'll build Lego, I'll listen to this, and it'll be a good, chill night, because I'm gonna need it. Like, okay. Christmas tree is gone. The big Christmas tree in the living room is gone. Everything's gone. All back down in the basement. I actually am getting rid of the tree in here. I took it to our donation because, like, our Goodwill, because the lights are starting to go off on it. Like, it's still a decent tree. It's just like half of the lights are not working anymore. And so it's like, I'll buy a new one next year. So yeah, now what I'm doing is taking down these little lights because some of them broke the other day, and so I bought some new ones, but for some reason, like, they still, like, the lights still work sometimes, but then there's an exposed wire. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna risk that. I'm not trying to start a fire in here. So I'm taking all these down. I'm cleaning all of the shelves. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this evening, and I'm listening to, or I'm watching Nicole's sprints, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna carefully take all of this tape off without, like, you know, peeling the wood or the paint. So I'm gonna get back to reading because I think there's only a couple minutes left of the sprint. Hello, it is like literally almost midnight on Thursday night, so I just wanted to come and talk to you because I finished the True Love Experiment about 45 minutes ago, and I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. I really liked it. I love romances that have like the reality dating show Bachelor type storyline aspect to it. I'm sitting in a new spot and this is weird. It's not comfortable. Here we go. My camera was just on the other shelf. Anyways, you can just see my whole mess behind me, but I thought I'd give you a different angle. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. I really, really enjoyed this. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick another book right now. I probably won't start it because I'm about to go to bed. But just in case, you know, I can't sleep or something. So let me pull up, because I don't remember what my prompts were, because that's a problem. Okay, let's roll our dice again. Okay, we have number 4, which is a book with red or green on the cover. And we have a 6. Nope, we're gonna focus? Cool, okay. And that is a T. Nope, hold on. A T. A T, okay. Let's go find a book. Okay, I had a couple of options, but I think I'm gonna go with a novella, because I just feel like that's more fun, because I'll get to spin or roll more. So we're gonna go with A Thorn Hedge by T. Kingfisher. I just got this for Christmas from Brittany, and I know very little about it, but I think it's T. Kingfisher's newest book, question mark. There's a princess trapped in a tower. This isn't her story. It's exciting. Meet Toadling. On the day of her birth, she was stolen from her family by the fairies, but she grew up safe and loved in the warm waters of fairyland. Once an adult, though, the Fae ask a favor of Toadling: return to the human world and offer a blessing of protection to a newborn child. Simple, right? But nothing with fairies is ever simple. Centuries later, a knight approaches a towering wall of brambles where the thorns are as thick as your arm and as sharp as swords. He's heard there's a curse here that needs breaking, but it's a curse Toadling will do anything to uphold. So anyway, that sounds interesting. And it does have a little bit, it's mostly blue, but it does have some red on it. So this is what we are going to go with. And like, I should be able to finish this up early tomorrow, so then I'll be able to roll again. I was either going to be this or Twisted by Emily McIntyre, but I technically haven't read Wretched, and I know that they're all standalones, but like, I'm weird and want to read them in order when I can. So who knows, I might come back to that one, because after I started reading it I was like, oh, that actually sounds good. But anyways, it is midnight, or yeah, 11:30. So I am gonna go to bed, and I'll talk to you in the morning. I have been out and about today. First this morning I spent most of the day editing, and then I had to go and run some errands, take some stuff to Goodwill, go get dog food, the fun stuff, you know, take back some Amazon returns. But I did finish Thorn Hedge by T. Kingfisher today. I'm giving it 3 stars. I think it did what it was trying to do. I just don't know that what it was trying to do is necessarily for me. And I think the book is fine, but I struggle with fantasy novellas, and I think I'm just wanting something like A Spindle Splintered to come back, or like to find something that I enjoyed in that book, because I loved that one. And any type of novella retelling that I've had since then have just not lived up to it, and that's sad. I think that the narrative style of this felt very oratory and very like they were telling the story after the fact, and so the stakes never felt very high. We never felt like in the moment, and I think that's probably why I struggled with it. But I think that if you like retellings, if you like dark fairy tales, I think you'll love it. I think it's funny because this book came from Brittany, and I think Brittany will love this book if she hasn't already read it. I actually don't know if she has or not. But if you haven't, this is probably a Brittany book. Let's pick our next read, and then I have sprints starting in like 15 minutes, so that's what we're going to do on sprints. All right, we got a number 3, which is a book that you received as a gift. That would have been nice to have earlier, or the last one, but you know, that's okay. Here we go, let's find the letter. Okay, and a 4, which is an L. All right, let's find something. I don't think I have a book that matches this prompt. I even looked at like the books that I used gift cards and like Christmas money for that I just bought. I don't have a gift that has L in the title. I have several books that are gifts. I have several books that have an L in the title, but not any that are both. So I think the best way to do this is just to re-roll for both prompts, and we'll just pretend like that never happened. I could have just cut out the footage, but we're not gonna do that. We're going full transparency here. Okay. We have 5, which is a book to help you with your year-end goals. I think my biggest year-end goal that I didn't meet this year was just reading down my physical TBR, so that's gonna leave it pretty wide open if I just use that as a goal. So let's find a letter. Okay, we got a 4 again. Okay, we got a 4 again. So we'll stick with L and I'll find another one. Actually, even better. This light is just not great. Maybe that's better. Okay, even better. This is also going to finish a series, which is another one of my goals. So I'm going to read Count Your Lucky Stars by Alexandra Bellafure. I also have like 4 days left of the audiobook from Libby, and someone's waiting for it, so I have to finish it. I'm not going to be able to renew my hold. So this will be the next book that I have. This evening on sprints, I am going to be working on these shelves, getting them set up and ready to go for my physical TBR, filming that tomorrow. So that's what we're going to work on today, as well as another project that I will also want to work on. So, which is going to involve me wrapping books. Which sounds funny, but all right, I'll see you on sprints. Hello, it is Saturday afternoon. It's a little after 3 o'clock, and so I figured I would come and check in with you. I have about an hour left of Count Your Lucky Stars, but I am about to film my physical TBR video, and so I think I can get one more book into this vlog, and so I want to take that off of my physical TBR video. So I am going to go ahead and roll and pick my last book. It'll probably be my final book of 2023. All right, let me grab this, and we're just gonna go ahead and see what we got here. All right, we got a 2. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but I got a 2, which is a book that a friend recommended this year. I have so many of those. Okay, now let's find a letter. Okay, and we have a 3. I really don't think you're gonna be able to see that, but okay. And that is a K. That's a little bit difficult. All right, let's see what we've got. What I assume will be my last book of 2023 is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I read Midnight is the Darkest Hour by her earlier this year and really enjoyed it, and I know there are a lot of people that really like this. Brittany is the first one that comes to mind, but I know that there's other people that have also really liked this book. It's dark academia. We'll see what happens. This is what we are going to finish 2023 with, I guess. But I will come back to give you my final thoughts of Count Your Lucky Stars once I finish it. I just need to get this video finished. Hello, it's the last day of Scattergorathon. I have some thoughts for you about In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I'm about 30% of the way through, and it's fine. The book is fine. There's a lot of characters that I just don't actually care about right now. I kind of like the present day, like the idea of like going back for homecoming and like going back and like trying to impress the people that you went to school with, because everybody had all these big dreams and ambitions, is interesting, right? But it's like, the book is fine. There's not a lot of like high stakes stuff. It feels like the beginning of the show How to Get Away with Murder, which I did end up loving, but it's feeling like the beginning of that. So I have hope, but for right now, the book is fine. And I like, I'm looking at these reviews on Goodreads and everyone's like, this is the best book I've ever read, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, I don't see it. So I don't know. We will I'll let you know what's going on. This is going to be kind of like a lazy day for us today. I mean, obviously football and stuff, but I've got sprints going right now. But other than that, we're not doing anything. Like, we're not a go out and party kind of couple for New Year's, plus the dogs. Like, I don't want to be out with fireworks. And likely they will start early. I will definitely finish this today, that's for sure. But Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Good morning. It's been a couple of days, and so I need to come chat with you because I didn't finish the vlog, and also I was editing it last night and realized that I never talked to you about Count Your Lucky Stars. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about that and also finishing In My Dreams I Had a Knife. Is that right? So first let's talk about Count Your Lucky Stars. I did end up giving it 5 stars. It didn't end up on my best books of the year, as you saw. I was kind of thinking like, oh, it might even make an honorable mention because I do think it is my favorite Alexandra Belfiore book that I've read so far, even beating out Written in the Stars, which I had also given 5 stars. But the ending was ridiculous in kind of the best way possible. It was very much like a rom-com, right? Like her car breaks down, her phone falls in the toilet, she can't get to the wedding that she is the event planner for. It is absolutely like she shows up in a monster truck. Like, how much more rom-com movie can you get from that? And so while I thought it was really funny, I just like, I don't know, like the rest of the book had this like brevity to it, this seriousness to it, and like it was still a rom-com, but like they were talking about some really serious topics, specifically relating to anxiety, which like I really related to. The thought spirals, the discussion around thought spirals, like hit my soul in such a deep and personal way. So absolutely loved that. But then because this other part was just absolutely bonkers, it just kind of flipped the tone a little bit. I don't know. Like, I still loved it. Still gave it 5 stars. But it didn't quite make it into that honorable mention spot because I read some really good books this year. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. Is that right? That can't be right. Okay. And then In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I had to legit look that up on Goodreads because I can't remember what the title was. Anyways, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it once it really started picking up. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of he said, she said, like, and the interpersonal relationships that were involved in the murder was really interesting. And I understand like the 2 different points of view and like why you needed the flashbacks in order for the present day to make sense. I do wish that the audiobook had more narrators. I think that would have been helpful. Having the one narrator do both the past and the present. I don't know, I found myself like kind of losing focus, if that makes sense. So 3.5 stars. This does not give me a lot of hope for Dark Academia going into 2024, and I'm definitely going to have to figure out what type of Dark Academia I like. Because I think that there have been some that I've really, really liked, like Ninth House and Hellbent. But then these, maybe it's the non-fantastical Dark Academia, but then like I really liked Ace of Spades. So I don't know, I need to find out what my Dark Academia tastes are, and so maybe that's gonna be like an experimental vlog in 2024. That's a thing we're gonna do at some point this year, because I own a lot of Dark Academia, because like the concept of it sounds really intriguing, and I don't know, the execution just recently has been less than perfect, I guess. I don't know how to put it. But anyway, that is a wrap on Scattergorathon for 2023. That's a wrap on 2023, actually. So that's exciting. It was such a fun way to close out the year with this close group of people that I absolutely love and adore, and I am so thankful for. It was so fun. It was so much fun. And yeah, big things to come in 2024. I was making my January calendar and I was like, guess what? We're only 6 months away from the Amazing Readathon, because that'll happen in June, which means that like I gotta start planning that. I don't know, this week is always interesting. I love and also hate this time of year because it's such a reflection on this past year, and then also like looking ahead and planning for the future. And I have so many plans for 2024, so stay tuned for that. But I just want to like take a moment to thank you all so much for being on this channel, for watching the videos, for liking, for commenting. If you're part of my Patreon, a huge thank you. This community has grown so much. I'm about to hit 6 years on BookTube. I'm going to be doing kind of a reflection video, like, you know, how my reading has changed since joining BookTube in 2018. That feels like a lifetime ago. I was a completely different person in January of 2018 than I am today. And it's interesting to like have that video documentation of like the change in who I am as a person. I don't know, it's way too early in the morning and I'm getting philosophical, but I have to go to work. So a huge thank you to all of you. You have made this an incredible journey, and I can't wait to see what this year has in store for us. So thank you so much for watching. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!